Hi folks, John with the Wingman 115 channel. Thank you so much for checking in. It is such an outstanding day. I'm out here and I get to play in my backyard playground with knives and with gear. And the greatest thing about it is I get to share it with you. Today is no exception to that rule. Today we're going to be talking about a knife from Dogwood Custom Knives. If you're not familiar with Dogwood Custom Knives, I did an interview with Dan Eastland at SHOT Show this year. We sat down, we talked in a lengthy review. We went over a lot of knives, steel, the process. I'm going to leave a link in the video description below. It was an awesome interview. Yeah, I had camera malfunctions and everything, but the show, it went on. Well, Dan understands that there's a need out there for affordable blades for hardworking folks, because Dan does everything from custom, I mean, just awesome stuff. And he created a line called the Heritage line. And with that is the ECHO-7. Now, first thing I'm going to do is cut away. I'm going to do a quick specs rundown like I always do. I'm going to show you up close and personal this knife. And then I'm going to take an excerpt of that video where Dan is talking about this blade, his thought process behind it, and everything that just goes into it. Then we'll go out and do some practical application. And then as always, we'll bring it on back, full circle, baby. And then we'll do some final thoughts on the ECHO-7. Hey, it's an awesome day in winter, SoCal. We're up here at 6,000 feet. It don't get any better than this, folks. Come along and join me. It starts now.
Heritage, that's the ECHO-5, and that led to the Heritage ECHO-7, which is a mid-tech version of that knife. I wanted to get the price point down. I wanted to get these knives in as many hands as I could, and the only way I could really do that is start working in volume.
Right.
So we took the basic characteristics that were most functional and people seemed to like the most, put them into one knife, and then started making runs of 200, 250 knives. And that's gotten the price point down where this, you're looking $325, $350. This, you're coming in at $120 with a leather sheath.
So a working man who's got a wife and about 8 kids could afford to have a nice, good quality blade and go out in the woods and practice skills.
And these are built to the same standards as our customs. They're just done in runs of 200 that are all the same, and that gets our price point down.
Nice.
And the handles and the blades are machined. They're assembled by hand, quality controlled. So it's not fully handmade, but you're still getting the quality control, and you're getting a very reasonable price.
It's close to custom as you can get on a mass.
At this price point, yes. My teenage boys and I assemble all of these by hand.
Hey, it's a family affair. All right, not bad. Now let's test the 90-degree spine. So if we're gonna make some tinder, or we're smoothing out a project, oh yeah, got a nice 90-degree spine on there, just making quick work. So if you had some fat wood and you had to make some dust, you could really do that on the quick with this. Let's try it with a ferro rod. That 90-degree spine. Oh yeah, making it rain. Let's try some splitting. I'm doing this twofold. I'm trying to see how the knife's going to perform, obviously, with splitting the wood, but I'm also testing the handle. Because a knife will always feel good under soft and easy conditions. When you're using it under hard use, that's when you really find out the hot spots. And this knife will tell you its personality. You just got to be open to listen to it. I'm really liking the point on this blade. And this handle is holding up really well. All right, you folks know how much I just love batoning with blades, which is a no-go. But you folks like to see it during these reviews, so we're gonna do it. So here's the ECHO-7, doing a little bit of batoning here. Let's make some big sticks into little sticks. Get that out of the way for you. She's slicing, she's dicing here, people. Let's see if we can't split this and like we're gonna do a fireboard. Yeah, there we go. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so if I was gonna do a fireboard, obviously it might be just a little bit thicker material, but so if you guys out there in the bow drills or in the hand drills, this would do an awesome job. Let me see if I can notch it out here. And then well, that was me twisting the knife as I took it out. But you could see it would make great fireboards. Now for some final thoughts on the Heritage ECHO-7 from Dogwood Custom Knives. 4-inch blade, 01 tool steel, an 1/8 inch thick. I like that Dan's going back to the old school designs. Trade knives from yesteryear, there was hardly anything over an 1/8 inch thick. If you do your homework and you're a historian, there wasn't. An 1/8 inch thick, 4-inch blade, saber grind with a little micro bevel, awesome. I like that he does this oxidation process on there, does a forced patina on this 01 tool steel. Gonna add some corrosion resistance to it. Got a really sharp 90-degree spine for you bushcrafters out there that demand that from your gear for just fanning that sparks off the ferro rod and doing bushcraft projects. The handles, I think, is where this blade excels. I like the textured linen micarta. It almost feels like the checking on a gun stock. It feels really well. And I'm a huge fan of Coke bottle design scales. They just fit my medium-sized hands really well. And I'm just telling you, if a knife doesn't feel good in the hand, you're just not going to use it. The scales match up excellent with the knife. It's just a beautiful blade, drop point design. I could see myself just sitting around the campfire, whittling, telling old stories, making up stories, and just having a great time. If you want to learn more about the Heritage ECHO-7, I'll leave a link in the video description below over to Dan's website. You can check him out at Dogwood Custom Knives. Folks, this is John with the Wingman 115 channel. I thank you so much for watching. If you like the content and you're not a subscriber, I invite you to subscribe. Click that button down below and also click that bell that's beside the subscribe button. What that does is it sends email updates every time I post a new video. I get a lot of folks going, "Hey John, when's the last time you put out a video?" I go, "Dude, I put out like 4 this month." "Oh, I never see them." Well, click that bell down below and it'll let you know. It'll go right to your inbox. You can check it out. Social media links, I won't bore you with that. That's down in the video description. And as always, folks, I can't even talk. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Have a good one.